the road.
I probably should be looking at the road, driving quite fast. We've got stuck in every traffic jam that there is.
Just possible, everything, yeah.
Literally. So we've been kind of like in a standstill most of the journey, but now we're actually moving. We're nearly there. Me a while back, like, hey, have you ever, thought about writing a book? And I was like, of course, like, I would absolutely love to write a book. I would love to have something that I've done myself, that, has come from my brain and gone into pages and people can buy it and
that despite it saying written by blank, it was actually in large part or pretty much almost completely written by a different person. And so that's what people were saying about A Girl Online. That despite right on the cover it says the first novel by Zoella, that in fact someone else had written it. And yesterday she went to Twitter to confirm by saying, thanks for all the positive feedback about Girl Online and the doubters out there. Of course I was going to have help from Penguin's editorial team in telling my story, which I talked about from the beginning. Everyone needs help when they try something new. The story and the characters of Girl Online are mine. I want to thank all of you who have taken time to support the book. And so there you have it. And that's where there is currently a divide.
To go out of the whole venue, but they don't let you leave the building even though we've got wristbands. Once you go out you're not allowed back in, so they're kind of forcing you to buy the food that's here. But
which is expensive.
I want to say that I'm having fun,
but you're not, I can
because
tell.
I enjoy the people that are here, but I'm not.
Got together to make their own new event. Is this because of the fact that Summer in the City isn't well organised? Wrong! It's because they don't get paid for Summer in the City, and that's why they don't go anymore. So they decided that they could get around this issue by creating their own event and selling tickets to it. But it gets better than that, because now that they own the event, they could charge £100 a piece. Now you'd expect for £100 that you're at least going to meet the YouTubers, or as Jim said, run into a couple of them just walking around the event.
Along Main Street you may bump into a YouTuber or two.
You lucky sods, quick, go get your parents, go get their bank details, go get them, type them in like you did when you bought our merch that we flogged to you, and buy some tickets to Hello World.
I mean, it's green and gold stars. I mean, it's confetti. Door number 2. Jamie, door number 2's got confetti in it. It's a bag of fucking confetti, mate. She's taking the piss. But I think, personally, what you should do is you should put all your little Zoella stuff in there. Now, keep it nice and sweet, nice and cute in there. It doesn't fit, but still. Cram it in. much like she's done with the fucking calendar. Cram all your stuff in the bag, like that. When it's all in there, you know what I mean? Lob it in the fucking bin. I mean, we're on the last door now, and I think the only thing that is going to justify the £50 price tag on this half advent calendar is if I open the door and there's a £50 fucking note behind it. It's another candle.
Love the product. I am all about the creativity. I'm all about getting it from a design to a product. Where my input ends is there. Once that product is done and I'm happy with it, the retailer can decide how much they sell that for. That's completely out of my decision making. I don't have the right to make those decisions. I don't want people to think that I'm like sat at home like counting £50 every time someone buys this calendar, thinking that that was a conscious decision that I made to rip people off. Because if you know me, you know that there is not a bone in my body that would think that.
Damn, I need something to wake me up. Some ice cold water. Oh, I can't even use our ice because we don't use ice like, oh, empty glass of water it is today. Oh my gosh, just realised I can't even use that. I'm going to have to use this tap water instead. Today's going to be far more interesting than what I thought.
And Zoe? Good question. Nothing has actually happened with me and Zoe. I feel like friendships just drift apart sometimes, and that's what happened.
Some people think that Zoella is just a tad immature. For a 30-year-old woman, why the fuck is she doing this?
Me and Mark have been playing the game, would you steal with my friend if? If I dance like this.
It looks like she's going to piss herself. It looks like when you're on a long car journey and you need the toilet and you know you can't piss in the middle of the M42, so you're going to have to keep it in. Imagine on that plane with them, seriously. Like looking at that going, what the fuck have we got on board?
Worth. Like, she thought this damn paper chain was worth 2 whole pages. This is what I mean by this book is one big filler page. There's nothing of substance here, and I'm showing you these pages because I don't think anyone should be spending 20 or even £10 on this. Also, I just want to say, I'm not even nitpicking anymore, but I think this cover looks like a draft. I think this cover looks like something that was like a first plan, and it's something that people then like build on. So why the is she making pages about going on a walk? I feel like going on a walk is a pretty simple concept. You know, just left, right, left, right, left, right, and you're on a walk. It's a pretty simple concept. But she doesn't just have 1 page for this. She has 2. Not sure about this. She's got a bluebell walk. Just telling you how to go on a walk. But here's her tips. Getting the most out of your walk. Have a camera, have sandwiches and a flask of hot chocolate, an umbrella, a blanket, and layer up because it's going to be cold. Like, she actually is telling her fans to dress accordingly to the weather. Like, this is what this book is. You could literally take each of those paragraphs and simplify it into a few words.